And one. All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Full Metal Classic. We have an absolute stacked cast today. Lots of people in here. I am Sandy the Sandman Robinson. You guys all know that. But for one of the first times in a long time, I'm here with another co-host. He's my good friend, Brooklyn, the Black Lantern Vale. Brooklyn, how you doing tonight, friend?
We worked really hard on not saying the answers after we ask a question. So we're hoping today that we don't give any answers, but otherwise else, I'm doing pretty good. It's great to see this influx of new people joining the community. So welcome. I will probably job to you at some point, so be sure to see me in the near future where I often give you a boost.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? This is going to be a pretty amazing match. We do have a whole bunch of new people in here, but we got a couple of returning favorites. Why don't I do some introductions right now? Introducing first. He has played here multiple times and won multiple times. He is Henry Big Trouble Confidential. Next to him, he is also returning. He hasn't been here in a little bit, but he's got the awesome hat. It is J. Pika-Chunk Burns. Right next to him, Andrew. The Dive Bar. Sorry about that, Andrew. I will learn all these new nicknames, no doubt. All right, next to him, we've got... I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Ethan, the Big Race?
Easy.
That's right. The Big Easy Biller. That's right. I'm screwing up all these ones here. It's my pleasure to do this. And we have Riley, the Nice Guy Hughes. Kirk, the Consigliere Kalakowski.
Let's do it, Sandman.
All right. And finally, but definitely not least, we have Sean, the Crusader Wasserkrug. All right, guys. Round one is very simple. It works just as you've seen it on the YouTubes. It is a whiteboard round. You need a pen and something to write on. You will be given 15 seconds at the end of each question to write and verbalize your answer once that count has been done. These questions are worth 1 point. There is no stealing and there is no multiple choice. Are you all ready?
Ready.
On the reflexes,
Ready.
All right, guys. Your first question is in the category of action adventure. In 1987's Predator, what does Dutch use to help conceal himself from the Predator's thermal imaging device? Couple of boards up real fast.
Yeah, always good to see. Luckily, I have never been chased down by a predator, so I've never had to deploy this tactic. But I imagine that raccoons and moose are similar tactics.
You've never had to run from a Catholic priest, then I take it.
Not yet.
All right, we are going to go right over and start with Henry first. Henry.
Mud.
That is correct. Jay.
I also have mud.
There you go. Andrew.
I have mud.
There it is. Ethan.
I got mud.
Perfect. And Riley.
Mud.
Nice. Kirk.
Underrated McConaughey flick. Mud.
There you go. And Sean, what'd you have?
Mud.
There we go. I like starting off with a perfect question. Hit him off the next one, Brooklyn.
All right, question number 2 comes in a category of directors. Who directed the 2000 film The Gift, starring Cate Blanchett? Or as Jeff Dunham would say, Cate Blanchett.
Ta-ta. Thankfully, we don't have any Jeff Faffas on the...
No, not on Full Metal Media.
That's right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and I will start with Jay.
Yeah, no, I'm wrong. I said Darren Aronofsky.
That is wrong. No, Andrew.
I believe I am also wrong. I said Ridley Scott, question mark?
That is also incorrect. Ethan.
I think I'm wrong. I have nothing.
That is definitely wrong.
Straight close.
Riley.
I got nothing.
Nothing either. All right, Kirk.
Different gift. I said Joel Edgerton.
That is a different gift, correct. Sean.
That's the only one I had, but I had nothing.
Sad face. That is wrong. Henry.
I said Sam Raimi.
That is correct.
Oof.
I won't talk myself out of it.
I saw you. I saw you debating over there. All right, guys. Your next question comes in my favorite category of horror/thriller. In which Friday the 13th film does Jason Voorhees first wear the iconic hockey mask?
Do you need the or could I just give you the number?
I'm sorry, Jay?
I said, do you need the full title or can I just give you the number?
Just the number's fine.
Okay.
A hockey mask made famous by great Montreal Canadiens goalie Jacques Plante because he got a puck to the face.
And then came back out with it on. With
Yeah.
a busted face. 5.
And people say
4.
hockey players are weak.
3.
I've never
Cough,
heard
come to me,
anybody
cough.
say that.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
You've never had a
1.
conversation with Cody Newberry. He hates hockey.
Pens down. All right, let's go to Andrew first.
Part 2.
That is incorrect. Ethan.
I got part 3.
Part 3 is correct.
Yes.
Riley.
Friday the 13th, part 3.
There you go. And Kirk.
I said Part 3.
That's right. Sean.
Third one.
There you go. Henry.
First one, not to be mistaken with his mom. Second one with the bag on his head. The third one.
That's correct. And Jay.
Oh, yeah, no, I got it wrong. I said the second one.
Oh, no. Yep. His mom did the killing in the first one, burlap bag in the second one, hockey mask in the third.
Off to a great start, you guys.
No,
All right, move on to question number 4 in the category of actors and actresses. Who starred in the films Horns, Swiss Army Man, and What If? If you have not seen What If, stop what you are doing. Go find your nearest streaming service or video store. Go watch it and then thank me later. What If is a great film.
It's a very good one. Very underrated.
Brooklyn.
Really
what,
good
what
film.
if I haven't seen it yet, though?
Then,
5.
I see what you did there.
I start the count when the puns come out. 2, 1, and pens down. Let's get some answers starting with Ethan. Big Easy.
I got Daniel Radcliffe.
That is correct. And Riley.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Good job, guys. Kirk.
I thought I was going to blank on it, but I got Daniel Radcliffe.
There you go. Sean.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Nice. And Henry.
You're a wizard, Harry. Daniel Radcliffe.
Jay.
He showed his dick on stage next to a horse. Daniel Radcliffe.
Nice. That's good. And
Weird flex, but okay.
Andrew.
The name of that show with that horse is Equus, and it's Daniel Radcliffe.
There it is. Good job, guys. All right. Question number 5, guys. Question number 5. 60s movies. 60s movies. A blind woman is terrorized by intruders searching her apartment in what 1967 film?
Let's fucking go, Matt.
Henry obviously disappointed with this question.
Obviously. Yeah.
Very. What? I don't. I've never. What? No. This is why I do horrible at movie trivia, because I've never even heard of this.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we are going to start with Riley first.
Yeah,
Riley.
I don't got it.
Nothing, eh? Okay. Kirk.
I don't know the movie, but there was that one Twilight Zone episode where kind of the same thing happened.
No, but great answer. Sean, what'd you have, Sean?
I didn't have it.
Didn't have it, no problem. Henry, excited Henry.
Shout out Dan Merle. You can't say Audrey Hepburn's just a looker because she's blind. Wait until dark.
There you go. That's the right answer. Jay, what'd you have, Jay?
I mashed two movies together and said When a Stranger Knocks.
Nice. But no. Andrew, what'd you have, Andrew?
The greatest jump scare in movie history. Wait until dark.
Nice. Good job. And Ethan.
I did not have it.
No, nothing, eh? All right, guys. We're moving on to question number 6. Brooklyn.
Question 6, guys, is going to come in the category of crime. Many of the characters in the film Snatch are trying to get their hands on what stolen object? As Canadians, Sandy, I don't think it's in us to steal. We would say sorry as soon as we attempted.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's get some answers. We're going to start with Kirk first.
A diamond? Question mark.
That is correct.
Whoa!
Let's see if Sean had the right answer. No, didn't have it, Henry, what'd you have?
A diamond.
A diamond. Jay.
I have diamonds.
That's acceptable as well.
Okay.
Andrew.
I also put the plural, but it's diamond.
There we go. Good job. Ethan.
I got diamond.
There you go. And Riley. Did you pull it, Riley?
Oh, no, I changed that the last second.
Oh, no. All right, guys. Question number 7. Question number 7 is in fantasy sci-fi. How many of the original theatrically released Star Wars films does Ian McDiarmid appear in? I will give you guys a little extra time.
Sandy, I have some bad news. The counter is now at 0 for days going without talking about Star Wars.
I know, but
How dare you reset the counter?
If it's a question, does it really matter? Like
It does matter because we don't talk about Star Wars every day.
Yep, Sean.
There are
Repeat for Sean. All right, Sean, in fantasy sci-fi, how many of the original theatrically released Star Wars films does Ian McDiarmid appear in? Original theatrically released.
Okay, so are you talking saga, like the numbered versions? Not like. Okay, all right.
Quiet as church.
All right, we're going to give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Sean.
I'm assuming by original you meant the original trilogy, and I put 2.
That is not correct. No, sorry about that. Henry.
Just Jedi 1.
That is also incorrect. Jay.
It's 5. The answer is 5.
It is not 5.
I don't understand the question.
Andrew.
I had the correct answer of 5.
It is not 5. Ethan.
I had the hopefully correct answer of 4.
4 is correct. The correct answers are episode 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That is it. Special editions he gets
I had 4.
added.
Yeah,
All right. So I was going to get it. So Riley and Kirk, you guys both had 4? There you are.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought you were just saying the original trilogy. Wow.
Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I was confused.
How many?
The way that the question was worded is how many of the original theatrically released? So that be I believe he means like no special editions, no like
Yeah,
no
that's how I
remasters.
took it too.
Yeah.
Can I throw out a challenge that it kind of the wording makes it seem like it's the original trilogy?
You can challenge if you'd like.
Yeah,
I can tell. Okay. So we have a challenge. It's
Since other people thought the same thing, I feel it's safe to throw it out.
if it was how many of the original trilogy theatrically released Star Wars movies, then that would be okay. But it's how many of the original theatrically released Star Wars films does Ian McDiarmid appear in? Episode 1, 2, 3, 7, and 8. as well as 4, 5, and 6 have all been theatrically released.
Okay, I don't like the phrasing of original because when you think of original trilogy, you say that, but that's fine. Comment below if you agree with me. Let's go, Henry.
I just have, you know, I love you, Sandy. I don't like the question writers because it's a bitch. The wording is just really weird on that question.
Well, did anybody say 1? Because 1 would have been the right answer in that case.
That's why I said 1. That's why I thought.
Okay, all right.
That's fair. Comment below if you're Team Henry.
There's no team against Henry. There's the whole team.
If I get this next one right and I get a perfect round, I'll be heated though. Just so you know.
All right, we're gonna go on to we're gonna go to question 8, Brooklyn.
Of course, you gave me the quotes one. If you ask for a repeat, go fuck yourself. Which film from the Rocky franchise contains the following quote? What we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma. Horsepower, heavy duty, cast iron, pile-driving punches that will have to hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors.
Just looking for the film, although I could tell you who said it.
Oh, I'm so wrong.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
Fine.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Which film
was
from
that
the
you?
Rocky franchise contains the following quote? What we'll be calling on is good old-fashioned blunt force trauma. Horsepower, heavy duty, cast iron, pile-driving punches that will have to hurt so much they'll rattle his ancestors.
Fuck.
Not right now.
I'm gonna be so mad if I just changed it from the right answer to the wrong answer. I'm gonna be mad. I'm not gonna lie.
4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We're gonna jump all the way back over to Henry.
Was it Rocky 4?
That is incorrect. Jay.
I had Rocky 4.
That is incorrect. Andrew.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the first Rocky, just Rocky.
It is not. No. Ethan.
I also had 4.
Ooh, this is a tricky one. Riley, what'd you have?
Is it Rocky 5?
That is also incorrect. Kirk.
Rocky Balboa.
That is the right answer.
Oh,
Sean, what'd you have?
Son of a bitch.
I had 4.
There you go. It's when they're training, when Duke is
Because
talking
he's too
about
old.
training because he's too old. He can't do any cardio. He can't do any running. He can't do any nothing. He's got to work on blunt force trauma. And that's where the quote comes from. It's a great quote. All right, guys, I'm going to do Brooklyn while you entertain the troops. And I will do a quick score count. And then we can get right into round number 2 after we lose 2 players. 1.
Well, we were successful. No answers were given out. There were no Daft Punks. There were no Rick Moranis's. But yeah, a great round nonetheless. I when I looked at these questions, I would have gotten maybe 2. So props to everybody who competed.
Is the plural Rick Moranis Rick Morani?
Rick Moranis is, or Nick. It'd be Rick. No. God damn it, Jay! You asked the tough questions. Next question.
It'd be Rick Moran. Yes. All right, guys. So we have a score, and it is thus in the lead with 6 points. Both Henry and Kirk are currently in the lead with that current score. We have one person in second place with 5 points, and that is Ethan Big Easy. 2 people tied with 4 points. Andrew and Riley, you both have 4 points, which means the people leaving us today with 3 points each is Jay, JB, the Peak-a-Chunk, and Sean, the Crusader, with 3 points. Both of you have been eliminated. You're more than welcome to stay on the feed with us and watch what happens next. But your nights are over. Thank you so much for competing. Remember to sign up anytime you see that post. Like I said, we're going to have a bunch more. I'll make that announcement at the end. But your night is over right now. So that means we are moving on to round number 2. Round number 2 works like this. we have 4 questions in 6 movie categories. Those movie categories are awesome. And we have a number generator here, which I believe now that we're down to 1, 2, 3,
5
players, 7,
and 2 people
7,
tied,
right?
so we both get 2, right?
Yeah.
So it's 7 numbers.
No, because Henry gets 2. The other person in first gets 2, and then the other other 3 would get 1 each for 3. So that's 7 plus another 1 for the secret category, which would be 8. Sound right?
Sounds
Yeah,
right.
it is. It's 8. Okay, guys. So I have my handy dandy number generator set up here for 1 to 8. I'm gonna hit the button.
Not yet. They got to pick numbers first, silly goose.
Hey man, I'm really new to this stuff.
I'm not just here for my good looks. If I was, I wouldn't be here.
I'm very happy that you are here today. Thank you very much, Brooklyn. Okay, Henry is currently the higher ranked singles competitor. So Henry, choose a number between 1 and 8.
Let's go. My favorite number 5.
5. And Kirk.
Give me 7.
And Henry.
2.
And Kirk.
3.
And Ethan, 1 number.
Let's go with 4.
And then we will go to Andrew.
Let's go with 6.
And just so I don't have to do. And so that leaves Riley with 1 or 8.
I'll do 1.
All right, 1. So here are your round 2 categories before I roll. Action films. Jennifer Lawrence. Indie movies. Prison movies. Oscars. And there is the secret category. Now, there's a trick to the secret category. If the number generator gets your number, and you choose the secret category, each question will be worth 2 points. Other than that, every single question in round number 1 is only worth number 1. The secret categories are hard. Just to let all you new people know that don't normally know. All right, number generation time. 7, which is Kirk.
Let's go Oscars.
Oscars it is.
You're my man, Kirk.
All right, let's find Oscars.
I got him right here.
Perfect. All right, you want to I'll read the first one. Okay. All right, guys, your first question, and we only have Ethan is the only one right now that has a repeat used. Everybody else still has their 3. Oscars. Which 1988 film won the Oscar for Best Picture?
This is a movie on my watch list. One that I have yet to see.
It's good.
Yeah, I've heard glorious things about it. I mean, it won best picture, so it has to be a good film, unless there's a couple of bad eggs in the bunch.
4, 3,
Cough crash.
2,
Cough green book. Depending on who you ask.
1. Pens down. I am going to start with Henry. Henry, what'd you have?
I don't know if I'm a year off. The Last Emperor?
That is incorrect. Sorry. Let's go to Andrew.
Was it Chariots of Fire?
Ooh, a little early on that one. No. Ethan.
I got nothing.
Nothing. How about Riley?
Blind guess, E.T.
No, early on that one too. Kirk.
Almost certain I'm wrong, but Rain Man?
That is correct.
Whew.
It was between the two. It's like, fuck, what year?
Yep. I think Chariots of Fire was
81.
81 and ET was
82
didn't
it did
win
win.
picture, but it was 82.
82.
Yeah. All right. Brooke, hit him with
Question number two. Yeah, question number 2 on Oscars. Which 2005 documentary, narrated by Morgan Freeman, won the Oscar for Best Documentary Feature? I must say, Sandy, this year being 2019, I thought was a great class for documentaries.
Very much so.
I'd say there were a lot of snubs this year in the documentary feature, but the one that did win, I think was deserving in its win.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Andrew first.
March of the Penguins.
That is correct. And Ethan.
March of the Penguins.
There you go. Riley.
I didn't have it.
No. Kirk.
March of the Penguins.
There
Go
it is.
Pens.
And Henry.
March of Penguins.
There it is. All right. Question 3, halfway through, guys. Who won the Best Actress Oscar for her role in the 1974 film Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore?
That's right, because Alice, she lives down the road now, right? She lives in the Danforth, down on Yonge Street.
Out of town for me, so
yeah, she's up west. Yeah, she moved out west. There was good jobs out in Alberta. I don't blame her.
Yeah.
Got to go make that Alberta, buddy. They'll come back in the summer and drop hoagie. Only 2 people might get that reference.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go to Ethan first. Ethan.
Complete guess. Diane Keaton.
Ooh, good guess, but no. Riley, what'd you have, Riley?
I didn't get it.
Sorry.
I didn't get it.
Okay. Kirk, what'd you have?
Is that the one Sally Field won for?
Oh, no. Good guess, but no. And Henry.
The Martin Scorsese directed Ellen Bernstein.
That is correct. And Andrew.
I know her name.
You do now. That's right. Ellen Burstyn is the correct answer. So the final question is Brooklyn's.
It is the final one. And how fitting. And an animated question. What was the first Pixar movie to win an Oscar for Best Animated Feature?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's a dicky question. Yeah. I'm not going to say anything. Because, last time I blurbed about an answer, might have given it away. And I have a lot of thoughts on this film.
5, 4.
Can you repeat the question, please?
I sure can.
Absolutely. I heard a repeat there. Yep. What was the first Pixar movie to win an Oscar for Best Animated Feature?
Actually, just picked that up on digital.
Yeah. One I watched many a time. I think I only have it on DVD. Haven't upgraded to Blu-ray yet.
2 and 1. Let's go to Kirk.
Was it Wall-E?
No. Henry.
Caleb Coho pissed me off. Finding Nemo?
That is correct.
It wasn't Cars. I was scared.
Andrew, what'd you have, Andrew?
I had Monsters, Inc. Thank God I had the repeat. It's Finding Nemo.
That is correct.
Monsters, Inc. off the show.
Ethan, what'd you have, Ethan?
I had The Incredibles.
Ooh, good guess, but no. And Riley.
Finding Nemo.
There you go. The repeat worked for you. All right, guys. Just give me a quick second here. I will complete our score count.
Good performances nonetheless. I mean, I think I think question 3 was, as I like to call the "fuck you" question of the round. There's always got to be one of them. But yeah, it's like I reiterated before. It's a great to see this influx of new people joining. It's good to see the community grow and thrive. So I'm glad. I'm hoping to see everybody here in the future, especially that Jay Burns kid. He seems like he's going places.
Got the best hat. All right, guys. So with that quick score count done, we have a leader, and that leader is Henry. Henry has got 9 points, followed closely behind by Kirk with 8 points. And then it gets a little dicey because we have Andrew and Ethan tied for 6. And unfortunately, Riley with 5 points, you will be automatically eliminated from this match. Thank you so much for playing. You played really, really well. Getting into round 2 is not an easy task to do it. So you did. Thanks so much for playing. Hang out with us for a little while if you can. But we have a little bit of a conundrum here because we have to get rid of one of Andrew and Ethan. So this is how that works, guys. We're going to have a tiebreaker. And that tiebreaker works like this. I'm going to get Henry. Henry, would you like the tiebreaker to be Rotten Tomatoes critics score or worldwide box office?
Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes critics score. All right. Now, Kirk, movie number 1 or movie number 2?
Movie number 1.
Movie number 1. Okay, so both Ethan and Andrew, I need you to come up with the Rotten Tomato critic score for the movie Carrie 2013.
And this is not like Price is Right, right? Like just closest?
Closest, yeah, it's not like closest, it's closest, but make sure you write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so it's closest.
Yeah, read this book in high school. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Whenever I hear of like Stephen King movies, I instantly go to the Family Guy clip of like someone writing scary stuff, ding, right. Scary stuff, ding. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's go over to Andrew first.
For some reason, I remember it getting moderately good reviews, so I said 67.
And Ethan?
I had 56.
And moving on to the next round with a score closest to Carrie 2013, Rotten Tomatoes critic score of 50%. Ethan with 50%. 6% is moving on.
I'm
Andrew,
shocked it's that high.
Absolutely. That's right. Thanks so much, Andrew, for popping on today. It's awesome. You're more than welcome to hang out. But we are moving into round number 3, and this is how round number 3 works. You'll be given 5 questions, all administered by Brooklyn. Each question is worth 1 point if you score it correctly. If you do not, you will be given a minus point. If you do not answer at all, you'll be given a minus point. So the fortunes of each player can drastically turn, but I will be keeping track of the score while Brooklyn reads questions. And when you have been mathematically eliminated, that will be your time.
All right. Your first question comes in the category of movie taglines. Your question is as follows. Name the movie that had the following tagline: an adventure 65 million years in the making.
I think Andrew knew it. I also think Sean knew it.
You think? I think Kirk knows it as well.
Yep.
And we will go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Henry.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That is correct. To Ethan.
Jurassic Park.
And
Nice.
Kirk.
Jurassic Park.
All right, good job, guys.
All right, question number 2, category of new releases. In Ben is Back, Ben returns home to spend Christmas with his family. Where is he returning from? While they're writing the answers, so I'll say hi to the cool kids in the chat. Bill Cariola, the cool guy, Michael Campbell, Cameron Holzman. I believe Malcolm Gaudier was here for a bit. Noah Norquist, welcome. Max, Alex Shepard. Active chat today. So good to see that.
5, 4, awesome. We love the chat. 3, 2, 1.
All right, start with Ethan.
I got Rehab.
That's correct. Kirk.
Rehab.
And Henry.
Rehab.
Correct. All right. Question number 3, gentlemen, is going to come in the category of comedy. Name the 2 actors who play renegade angels trying to re-enter heaven in 1999's Dogma.
Nice.
Are you telling me Cuellar wrote this or what?
I would imagine, if I was a betting man, I would imagine. After all, he is the head question writer of Full Metal Trivia, so I imagine he had a hand in writing this just a little bit.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to start with Kirk this time.
The abortion clinic scene was filmed literally 6 blocks away from my house in beautiful New Kensington, Pennsylvania. That was Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Dogma.
There we go. Nice. Good job. Henry.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
And Ethan.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
All right. Good job, guys.
All right, 4th question is in the category of drama. Kevin Costner befriends his young hostage in which Clint Eastwood directed film? Some big names in that question.
Yeah, there is.
Very, very close. And I can't not talk today, Sandy. Why can't I not talk? I need to have a glass of this no-name brand cola because they do not sponsor us. It could be a Pepsi, could be a Coke. Depends who wants to give me money.
4, 3, 2.
Give me a repeat.
All right, question number 4, category of drama. Kevin Costner befriends his young hostage in which Clint Eastwood directed film? I will say, though, these mini cans are worth nothing. It's like 3 drinks out of the can, and then you're just... It's when they'll toss it out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, start with Henry.
Nice. In the Line of Fire.
That's incorrect. Ethan.
I don't think anyone is involved in this movie from the question. I have Boiler Room.
That is also incorrect. Kirk, were you able to pull it?
Couldn't pull it.
Answer you're looking for, A Perfect World.
Okay, so with that, Ethan has mathematically been eliminated. Unfortunately, there is no way to catch up to either competitor. Ethan, you played great. Getting into round 3 is always a positive thing. Way to go! Stay on the line here and watch the rest of the match. But we are down to the final question, and here's how it rolls out. Currently, Henry is in the lead with 11. Kirk has 10. We all know what math is, so you guys can figure it out. And that means, Brooklyn, hit him with this final question, and everybody please stay quiet.
Your 5th question, very fittingly, comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who provided the scores for the films Mad Max Fury Road, Deadpool, 2015's Point Break, and Alita, Battle Angel. A lot of good films in that bunch.
There is. Gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1 for Henry.
Question again in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who provided the scores for the films Mad Max Fury Road, Deadpool, 2015's Point Break, and Alita, Battle Angel? I've only seen one of these. Can you guess which one it is?
I've seen them all except for the last one, which I do want to see. 5, 4, 3. I'm going to say Fury. I'm going to say Deadpool 2.
I saw Deadpool like 5 times.
One.
Really
Hands down. Okay, I'm going to start with Kirk.
I know it wasn't John Williams. I know it wasn't Danny Elfman. So I said the only other composer I know, Hans Zimmer.
And Henry.
James Horner.
And your winner by a score of 10-9, Henry, Big Trouble Confidential. The answer we were looking for was Junkie XL.
I actually was thinking that, but I'm like, did they do Mad Max?
The other film that we could have added in there, Justice League.
Justice League.
Big old fucking yikes.
Well, that will do it for us tonight, guys. I am going to go over to our second place finisher, Kirk. You played amazing today for your first time in the chair. How do you think about your performance today? Are you looking forward to more classic matches?
Oh, absolutely. You got space tomorrow. I'll play tomorrow. Yeah. Should have pulled a Perfect World. I had it on the tip of my tongue. That one's going to haunt me for a while, but yeah, definitely had a great time. I've been accumulating movie trivia knowledge for a long time, and I really appreciate this opportunity to divest myself of it. So, cathartic experience for me.
Absolutely. Well, that's what we're here for. So, but let us go over to our good friend in the community, Henry. Big Trouble, always Big Trouble, Big Trouble, Big Trouble. Confidential. How you doing, buddy? You won your first classic of the year of the season. How you feeling about that today, and what are you looking forward to?
This was some fun. I feel like I might be getting to know Kirk in the future, so I was definitely glad that this was a fun match. It's always fun to be on call with Jay, because just hearing him talk makes me drunk. And Sandy and Brooklyn, you guys are great people, and all you other ones that I don't know yet, hopefully I can get to know you, and we'll see how you guys shape up. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, for me, this was a great match. I love having all you new people, Andrew, Ethan, Riley, Kirk, and Sean. You guys are brand new over to our page. Thank you very much for coming over there. We really do appreciate it. Brooklyn, final thoughts on the match? Anything you want to plug as you go forward?
If we see people like Kirk going toe-to-toe with Henry Confidential right out of the gates, this is good. If this crop of new community people, we've seen people like James White, Brian Michaels, Caleb Boatman, people who have just joined the community recently and have gone toe to toe with competitors. This can only be good things.
Always.
Yeah. Do you mind if I make a quick plug real quick?
Absolutely, I do not.
So if you guys want to keep on with this sort of like the conversation, just sort of a hangout in general, be sure to check out Multiplex Entertainment. We do an after show immediately after this, just sort of a laid back sort of podcast deal. It's a great place to hang out, chill, shoot the shit. You will probably see a gentleman by the name of Cody Newberry. He will be poking fun at me because I breathe. So yeah, if you want to see me get my verbal face bashed in, be sure to check out that, because it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. And and they're also a great place to play over there. They have many divisions to play. Another great place to play. Henry, give you this opportunity. You want to plug anything?
Sure, since you guys are new. Right now I'm doing an open. I have a small trivia league that I do where I keep it at 24, but right now we have some spots open, so I'm doing an open tryout. And like that's what I alluded to earlier. Kirk's actually on that roster, so if anybody's interested, go and join the Confidential Cinema Facebook group, comment your strength on that post, and get involved in. We can have some fun.
Awesome. Well, for me, I'm Sandy the Sandman Robinson, and I am all over Full Metal Trivia, singles, teams, classic, random, geek, anywhere that we can find a movie battlegrounds as well. If you're more of a debater and less of a trivia guy, or just like debating regular, like Brooklyn, Henry, both great debaters. Not Jay, not me. I'm very horrible, but.
Sorry, I'm starting my
yeah, no worries. But yeah, we have something for everybody. If you like general movie trivia, hit up Malcolm Goldie for Full Metal Random. If you do well in classic, if you win classic, you can see yourself on the Full Metal singles roster. If you have a teammate in mind, hit me up on Messenger or Facebook and let me know what your team name is. I'm going to try to get you onto the roster. Geek has already started their season, but they are looking for people for next season. So drop your name with Robert Parker and RJ, Renee Villarreal Jr. and Cody Newberry. They'll be able to give you that test that they do and send you up against possibly me. And I don't recommend that because I will win. But that's it for us here on Full Metal Trivia Classic Edition. Stay tuned this week. We are going to have another one on Wednesday and another one on Friday, and as well next week another one on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to try to get all you new people in and get you guys all a little taste of what to expect over at Full Metal Trivia and any of the other leagues that you heard tonight, full Multiplex Entertainment and Confidential Cinema. So thank you very much, everybody in the chat. We love you. Thanks so much. Like, comment, subscribe down below. We're just getting better and better as we're going along. So thanks again. As always, have fun, watch movies.
Drive safely.